Takeoff is the riskiest part of this whole attempt. The plane is so laden with fuel that it will need almost the entire length of this 3-mile runway to get off the ground.
He's in the air. He's got the nose up and he's in the air.
Steve Fossett has cleared the first hurdle, but if he wants to break the record, he now has to travel more than 26,000 miles in 80 hours, buffeted as he goes by a jet stream. It's an undertaking that will push him and the Global Flyer right to the edge, but then that's exactly where he wants to go.
Steve Fossett and Global Flyer were up. The journey into the history books had begun. As Steve climbed to his 45,000 feet cruising altitude on his way towards the coast of Africa, the first major issue started to challenge Kevin's mission control team in Crawley.
Steve Fossett's world record attempt hit technical problems on only the second day. He had to endure temperatures of 54 degrees centigrade after the ventilation system malfunctioned.
I mean, with these temperatures, it's got to put some doubt as to whether he can finish this, Sean.
Absolutely, Sally. You've just mentioned the circumstances that he's in there. And those circumstances are that he's just in a bathtub, basically. Nothing bigger than the size of a bathtub. He's got just 10 litres of water for the whole 3-day journey. And basically, you know, he's just enduring temperatures that none of us will ever have to experience here on Earth.
Bhopal, India. And matters take a frightening twist. Turbulence. Serious turbulence. Steve knew how to use a parachute. But bailing out of Global Flyer at 45,000 feet could be a catastrophic event.
Shook the aeroplane about sufficiently so that he would actually put his parachute on.
Steve's journey continued across the Far East, the Pacific Ocean, back over the United States and across the Atlantic for an incredible second time.
Absolutely fantastic. How are you feeling?
Feel pretty good.
Richard Branson was aboard the chase plane having a scheduled chat to Steve over the two-way radio when crisis hit. Richard and the chase plane team raced ahead to Bournemouth.
Just after Steve had broken the record, when we just thought he had another half an hour to land in Manston in Kent, he had a complete electrical failure and he's just declared an emergency and he's trying to land, I think, at Bournemouth. He's got no visibility, his windscreen's completely iced up. So anyway, we're going to go down and land as quickly as possible and hopefully greet him there when he arrives. Not much of a reception except for the fire brigade.
It was a major goal of mine to fly longer distance than anyone has ever flown before. So it's very satisfying to finally achieve this record.
You know, I've said that he's, you know, half human, half android. I'm now absolutely convinced he's almost. We need to check his DNA. He's almost definitely 100% android.